Let's talk about some last-minute wins. There are so many good games. How can you not start with this one? Ravens and Bengals goes to overtime. Both teams with the ball. Both teams had a chance. Looked like the Ravens maybe blew it in overtime. Bengals end up missing a field goal, and then it ends up 41-38. Ravens get the win. This was one of those games where I was like, man, the Bengals, if they offense gets going, make a little bit. The defense still looks bad, but make a little bit of a run here.
Exactly right.
And it's the Ravens who end up pulling it out.
Unbelievable game. I don't even know where to start in this game. It was so much fun to watch. It was you couldn't even do you could do a whole highlight show just on this game. There were so many big plays, so many great throws, good runs, all of that. Not a lot of great defense, that's for sure. So if you like defense, this wasn't the game to watch, right? I think we start out though. Again, I think hitting the Bengals, the fact that they're 1-4, and I would say that like today officially is like. We've sounded the alarm a little bit, like, oh, we're in trouble, right? And, you felt like after the 0-2 start, hey, they're going to have to steal some games, get hot, get on a run here. Here we are at 1-4. We know I did and other people, right? Super Bowl aspirations. I certainly saw them in that class of a team. I was wrong as far as evaluating their defense. Offense, Joe Burrow's playing awesome football. I mean, Joe Burrow, if they win some of these games, we're talking about him as MVP of football right now as far as numbers, stats, touchdowns, interceptions, all of that type of stuff. But unfortunately, I feel like he's going to have to probably play like this the whole year because I don't see a silver lining in the defense to go, this is going to get better, right? They have issues across the board. They're not great in the secondary. They're not great at stopping the run. We know that. And I think goes back, and when we flip it over to the Ravens, it's like what we talked about. The Ravens, I do think, and I kind of said this to you last week, right? I said on Wednesday, this will be the week Lamar throws for 350 because the Bengals are going to look at it and go, oh, no, we have no chance of stopping this run unless we just play heavy run defenses and take some chances to stop that. They went all in on that. I mean, Derrick Henry had 92 yards rushing, but it was 51-yard run in overtime was his big play, right? So they did okay bottling that up. But this is where I love this about the Ravens because this isn't like Lamar year 1 or 2 where we're like, well, I don't know if he can throw and carry the team. No, he definitely can. And when you run the ball with it a little bit, and now defenses have to worry about that, his ability to make plays, scrambling in the pocket, on time, whatever you want to say, is real. And he did it all today. I mean, he made a few plays today that nobody on the planet can make. Of course, the touchdown, two stiff arms of Sam Hubbard, then throwing that was incredible.
Yeah, that's a bad highlight for Sam Hubbard.
It's a bad highlight, but it's one guy as far as a quarterback's concerned. The rest of the team's not going to clown him in the meetings tomorrow because they're going to be like, well, we might have to play them again, and I could be that guy on the other end of that, right? Lamar has that type of respect. But the Ravens, big win for them, 3 in a row, right, they've got now. The offense is rolling. Now we don't have to hear about – because I heard a lot of people on TV like this week a little bit like, oh, we're paying $55 million a year for Lamar. He's going to hand it off. And it's like, oh, can we be patient? Can we play a team game? Why does everybody get on Lamar when he does that anyways? Like, I could get back in the past and go to other pocket passing quarterbacks and go, they relied on the run game. You never complained when they went 14 for 18 for 185 yards, right? But it becomes a thing with Lamar. Either way, we know he can throw the ball. And on their defense, listen, their defense, the Ravens, it's good. It's not great, right? It's not but I don't – today – there's a part of me that goes, they're better than what we saw today. I do think the Bengals being desperate, the Bengals having played this team twice a year, right? They have a good feel and know how to attack the Ravens defense a little bit too. So I don't think this is maybe really the true picture of what we'll see from this Ravens defense throughout the year.
So Baltimore, like you said, they did have some issues running the ball. It wasn't as free and easy until Henry breaks that one open in overtime. But now they are the first team since the 2006 Falcons with 1,000 or more rushing yards through 5 games on the season. They did have 175. They have outrushed each of the teams they have played this year by 100 yards. So they have flexed the muscle on the ground game here. And I think the biggest thing with the Bengals here is clearly they can stay in a game like this, and they almost won it with a field goal. My pet peeve, one of my coaching pet peeves. Yeah, I've said it on the pod. Why do you settle for 53-yard
they definitely settled today. You're right about that.
Makes no sense.
Big moment like that. You
have Joe Burrow.
Well, not only do you it's Money Mac. You have Joe Burrow. You're right. You trust him, right? Yeah. He's one of the best at taking care of the football and all the sport. Money Mac's the man. Okay, and then I also think the aspect of what happened in the game is what you have to worry about. Drive the ball a little bit just in case if you missed the 50-yard field goal, now they're not in like, hey, if we get one completion, we're in field goal territory, right? So I think there's a little bit there to be talked about or thought a little bit, but I would agree with you. Throughout the league, everybody's kind of taking the, I don't want anything bad to happen, so let's just kick the long field goal.
Yeah.
And we've seen some missed and some big moments, but Burrow was phenomenal today.
Almost 400 yards. You saw the numbers right there. Here's the thing with the Bengals, though, I think, and you made this point, is that this is a team, obviously, they can play with the best and offensively can keep up with the best. But their margin of error now is so small, and I don't think they have a defense that can uphold their end of the bargain.
No, I would agree with you. I don't look at it and go, oh, hey, there's some things here. They're close. They'll get better. I think the Bengals, when they play quality teams, it's going to have to be like, can they win 35-31? Can they win 35-28?
And you can't do that for the whole season.
You can't do that. Like. I mean, as awesome as Joe Burrow is, and Jamar Chase was out of this world good today, as we saw. I mean, damn, 3 rockets up his ass, making plays everywhere. Really, truly phenomenal that way. T. Higgins looked great. But, yeah, Patriots early in the year, losing that game is going to come back to bite them in the butt, definitely, as they were kind of getting going. Of course, that loss to the Commanders on a Thursday night, they're going to look at that and still go, damn, that was one we kind of let slip away. So they're in an uphill battle here. And, yeah, I don't sit here. And I'm usually pretty honest. I go, oh, I like this, and I think they can turn this around. I got questions on whether they can do it. I think they get back competitive, but the way the defense looks, I don't think they're a playoff caliber team right now.
And
I think today's official.
2 years running for that defense and the Bengals.
You're
giving a big play has been an issue for them.
Yo, homies, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's time. The NFL season is here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
You can hit subscribe to get all the weekly picks, plus our Sunday recaps as the games are happening.
Oh, you know it. Nobody does that better than us. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you next time on Unbuttoned.